departmental degree distribution program. I request everyone to please take your seats. I kindly request the graduates to sit in the order that is mentioned on the seats. Your seats are numbered roll number wise and you'll be called onto the stage in that order. I would like to request everyone to please take their seats. We are about to begin with the departmental degree distribution program. Graduates, please sit on the left side and the guest will sit on the right hand side. A very pleasant afternoon to one and all present here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin the departmental degree distribution program for Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. May I request the chief guest for the departmental degree distribution program, Dr. Suraj Rengarajan, Principal Technologist, Applied Materials India Private Limited, and Professor Subramanya Sharma, Head of the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, to please come on to the dais. I would request everyone to please stand up for Tamil Thai Varth and Vande Mataram.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
everyone. Members on the stage and in the audience, please occupy your seats. May I now request the head of the department, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Professor Subramanya Sharma, to welcome the August Assembly and to present the annual report for the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering.
Good afternoon. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Suraj Rangarajan, faculty colleagues, staff, students, parents, and all our dear guests joining us both in person and online. A very good evening to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the Department Degree Distribution Program of the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering for the year 2026. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our Chief Guest, Dr. Suraj. Thank you, Dr. Suraj, for accepting our invitation despite your exceptionally busy schedule. We are very honored to have you with us today. In this year's convocation, I am happy to report and proud to report that 29 PhDs, 13 MS by research, 25 MTechs, 14 dual degrees, and 15 BTech students are graduating from the Department of MME. This is a momentous day for all of you graduating students and their families. Dear graduating students, metallurgy teaches us that the raw ore, though rich in potential, is of little use until it undergoes intense processing, such as heating, melting, shaping, and quenching. These processes may seem very harsh, but they are exactly what they create: the strength, the durability, and the endurance. Similarly, your years in this department have been your furnace, shaping your character and sharpening your skills. You are now entering a world that is constantly changing. Much like the dynamic nature of materials in diverse environments, how you adapt, innovate, and apply your knowledge will shape your journey. Remember, just like materials tested in a crucible, you will face trials that test your resilience and endurance. Embrace those challenges. Let the fire of your passion and the depth of your knowledge refine you into exemplary technology leaders who build a better, stronger Bharat and the world. To be a true leader, one must be broad-minded, patient, and tolerant. The civilization of Bharat, from time immemorial, has always emphasized the importance of true knowledge, vidya, and broad-mindedness. As the timeless Subhashitam reminds us, Ayam nijaha paro veti ganana laguchetasam udara charitanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. Only the narrow-minded individuals distinguish between mine and others. For those noble and broad-minded, the entire world is their family. Another inspiring Subhashitam highlights how the ultimate purpose of one's knowledge, wealth, and power is to serve and benefit humanity. Vidya vivadaya, dhanam madaya, shakti paresham parapiranaya, khalasya sadhor viparita medat, jnanaya danaya cha rakshanaya. For a wicked person, knowledge leads to arguments, wealth to pride, and power to oppression. For a noble person, it is exactly the opposite. Their knowledge is used to spread wisdom, their wealth to support others, and their power to protect and benefit humanity. On this momentous day, I congratulate all our graduating students and their families. I wish you the very best in your future endeavors and look forward to welcoming you as a successful and happy alumni. So I briefly present the few moments are key highlights and the achievements of our students, faculty, staff over the past year. I congratulate all our prize winners in this convocation. Notably, after many years, or maybe 5-6 years, the Governor's Prize Gold Medal, which recognizes the best overall performance in curricular and co-curricular activities in the dual degree programs of the Institute, has been awarded to an MME student, Mr. Aravindan Kamachi Sundaram. Aravindan, we are incredibly proud of you, your achievements, and we wish you all the best as you head out to Massachusetts Institute of Technology for your higher studies. Nearly 100 of our students and scholars have presented their research work at national and international conferences. Among them, 21 Best Presentation or Poster Awards and had their work featured in very prestigious research journals. I congratulate all of them for their achievements. Among our graduating research scholars, Dr. R. Ramesh and Dr. Gokilgada Jhansi have been honored with the Institute Research Award for their outstanding research contributions. I congratulate both of them for their achievements. Among faculty, my colleagues, Professor Sriram Kalpati has been awarded the Best Teacher Award in the year 2025 during the Teacher Day function. I congratulate my colleague. Several of our colleagues, there are too many in number, have been honored with fellowships from prestigious professional bodies internationally and nationally, editorships of leading journals, and chair professorships. I congratulate all of them for their outstanding achievements. In 2025, MME faculty have filed 7 patents and were granted 10 patents. We secured sponsorship, research, and consultancy funding from the government and industry partners to the tune of about 40 crores across 60 different projects. MME faculty are leading the way in deep tech entrepreneurship with 5 active startups in domains including ceramic precursor processing, in situ mechanical testing, and PCB cycling, and so on. Our faculty have also driven projects of direct societal and industrial relevance. Professor Murugain's group, in collaboration with VHS Hospital, developed patient-specific 3D printed cranioplastic implants for brain injury and tumor patients, reducing the surgical time from 10 to 15 hours to 2 to 3 hours with a 100% success rate. The group also helped world-class industrial production line, setting up a world-class industrial product for 3D printing of warm forging tooling in Super Auto Forge in Chennai. On the digital informatics front, the group led by Professor Rohit Batra developed an AI platform and one of the world's largest public databases of advanced metallic alloys using large language models. Our faculty published over 200 research papers in peer-reviewed international journals in 2025. The department H index of 68 in the MME domain is one of the highest in the Indian institutions. To maintain these high standards, we have welcomed and recruited 6 new faculty members. I take this opportunity to welcome all of them to the department. They joined in the last few months. We continuously update our curriculum following the curriculum revision carried out in 2024. I am excited to announce that starting July 2026, a department is launching a new MTech specialization in semiconductors, materials and technology to train engineers in this very strategically important area of national importance. We continue to establish state-of-the-art microscopy, testing and characterization facilities. I sincerely thank our Director, Professor Kamakoti, our Dean Planning, Professor Saradi, and Dean ICSR, Professor Manu Santhanam, for their constant support in this regard. On the international front, Professor Gerhard Wilde, Director of the Institute of Material Physics at the University of Münster, Germany, has been appointed as Distinguished Professor in the Institute, which will facilitate our extending our collaborations on international scale. We also to continue to bring the academia and industry. Dr. Debashish Bhattacharjee, former Vice President of Tata Steel Technology and R&D, has joined us as Professor of Practice which will enable us deepening our core interaction with industry. I also will fail my duty if I do not acknowledge the non-academic staff their contributions. None of these milestones would be possible without the dedicated support of our technical and non-technical non-academic staff of our institute. I am incredibly proud of their contributions. I am delighted to share that Ms. Anita, Joint Superintendent in our department, has been recognized by the institute as an outstanding employee for the non-academic staff for the year 2025-26. I also want to sincerely thank the engineering unit led by Mrs. Roslyn for their invaluable assistance in setting up the facilities for this smooth conduct of this convocation. In closing, it is an incredibly exciting time to be pursuing metallurgical and materials engineering in India and at IIT Madras. I am incredibly confident that the MME department of IIT Madras will continue to lead from the front, fulfilling the aspirations of the bright young minds who join us on this academic journey. Thank you once again. Jai Hind. I have great pleasure, dear graduates, in introducing our chief guest for today's D3P function, Dr. Suraj Rangarajan. Dr. Suraj Rangarajan is the currently Managing Director and Principal Technologist at Applied Materials India, Bangalore. In this role, he drives strategic engagement between Applied Materials India and external technology ecosystem, including universities, research institutions, startup ecosystem, and industry forums. He serves as a key spokesperson for Applied Materials in technology-related events and manages programs that foster innovation, collaboration, and talent development. Suraj started his career at Applied Materials in 1997 in USA, where he held different roles ranging from process engineering, technology, program management, and product marketing for thin film deposition and metallization of interconnect silicides and novel memories. He moved to India in 2007 to head the Sunfab group of Applied Materials in India. Later, he headed the engineering group of dielectric deposition. As the India CTO, he worked on materials engineering-driven inflections to develop and commercialize new technologies. As SPG India head, he drove SPG strategic objectives in India, planning and growing a customer-focused organization, building local leadership talent, enabling collaboration across India and Asia regions, and strengthening university and ecosystem partnerships. I am equally happy to state that Suraj holds a BTech in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering from IIT Madras and earned his MS and PhD from the University of Texas at Austin in Material Science. Dr. Suraj holds over 20 US patents and has more than 25 publications. I am very happy to invite you for this D3P function and request you to deliver the talk.
Thanks, Dr. Sharma, for that very kind introduction, and thanks for inviting me here to talk at this very, very, very important occasion. So we were at the SAC where we heard all the different talks, speeches, and I think a lot of those resonated very strongly with me as somebody who's graduating right now. This endless opportunities are in front of you, and they also tried to give a message of humility that goes with that. I think it's a very, very good message to take. I will try to add to that with a little bit of my personal story and learnings, and then maybe we can talk a little bit more after this. So I graduated in '89, right? And we also had an event in SAC just like this. The difference that was in the evening, and we didn't have all these parents there. So a big shout out to all the parents who could make it today. Wonderful to see all of you here. My daughter just graduated and I attended her convocation, and I can sense the pride that everyone here has, right? So wonderful, great job coming and cheering your kids over here. So a little bit of backstory, right? So I actually grew up in a steel town, Durgapur in West Bengal. My father worked in the steel plant, so a little bit of connection to metallurgy even before I became a metallurgist. The other thing was I was not a very good student to start with and all that, but somebody thought that I had potential, pushed me a little bit, and got me here. So for the people here, I think a big gratitude to everybody who made this possible. Think of anyone, your family, teachers, mentors, and even the people here in the department who helped you get to this day, right? It is very, very, very important that we acknowledge them at this point. So then I came here. So metallurgy in those days was not a very glamorous field to be in. So the reason, I can give different reasons of why I joined metallurgy here. The primary reason was my JE rank was 1098. So that is why I joined metallurgy. I learned a lot over here, and I have a huge sense of gratitude for everything that IIT and the department gave me. We learned a lot in the class, we learned a lot more outside the class, and probably that is what you will use a lot more in your life. So think of learnings that came from in and around the class that will help you in your life going forward. So then I joined Applied Materials, where I have been working now for close to 30 years. In those 30 years, I've done different jobs. I think he talked about a few of them. So one big learning from there, which you can take away, is curiosity. So you have learned a lot. Now try to stay curious about what it is, what makes things work, why things work that way, ask questions, read up. Right now there is no limitation in terms of information. When we grew up, you had to go, and then the library was in that Dewey Decimal System. You had to hunt for a book. It would take an hour or something to even find a book that you like. Then you have to get information in there. Now you can get information like this. Use that ability to get information, learn more, satisfy your curiosity. That's one big learning that I have that I would like all of you to take away. The second learning is raise your hand. Opportunities come once in a while. There is a very nice book called Catalyst by Chandramouli Venkatesan. He talks about your career. Typically, career is like 30, 40 years. In those 30, 40 years, you get 3 breaks. Something happens, your boss leaves, new project opens up, something happens. At that time, are you ready? And are you ready? Are you prepared? And are you ready to raise your hand? So that is a very, very important thing that I learned from my career. So one of those turning points Professor Sharma talked about in 2007, when the company was opening a solar factory in India. So there was a thing, and are you interested? Are you ready to go? So both, are you interested, ready, capable? So all those things and timing should all happen. So how can you leverage opportunity, be prepared, and raise your hand, right? That's one thing that comes from my experience. So now continuing on this metallurgy thing, right? There used to be a magazine called Amalgam. I don't know if it's still there. Still there. 1986, I wrote an article in that saying that the department should change its name from metallurgy to metallurgy and material science. That long time ago. They executed it now because I felt that metallurgy was very narrow and it should broaden. So I'm very happy that it's now metallurgy and materials engineering. So what I would like you to all think about is how important materials is today. So I'll give you one very contemporary thing that's happening right now. Between the US and China, there is this whole war for supremacy in technology and all that. A lot of that is based on materials. China holds 90% of rare earth materials. And that is their leverage, right? When the US put tariffs and all that, one of the reasons they had to back off was the fact that China held rare earth materials, right? Materials, in today's geopolitical world, materials holds the key. Similarly, I work in the semiconductor equipment industry. So from the US side, there is like a ban on selling high-end semiconductor technology to China. A lot of that is based on materials. So you are in the critical path right now of technology that's moving forward. The other way I will try to connect this is with AI. So I'm sure all of you use AI. AI is perceived as a software thing, right? LLM models and all that. I want to make the case that AI is materials, right? If you think, so today, AI, the AI data centers and all that, they are planning to build in Vizag and all that, they consume about 2% of the world's electricity. By 2030, 32, these data centers will consume 12% of the world's electricity, right? A lot of that is based on material. So if you need to bring down the consumption of power that AI uses, the biggest knob is the material that's used in semiconductor, right? That is from here. These people will need to figure out how we can come up with energy efficient compute, right? So basically, if you think of a transistor, it's like a switch. How much energy does it take to turn the switch on and off? That energy can be modulated by how materials are used, and that's a big, big, big opportunity. Today, in the semiconductor world, that is the biggest, they call it high-value problem. The biggest high-value problem is how can you reduce that energy? Another big problem, all these data centers, they generate a lot of heat. How to extract that heat, right? Thermal interface materials, cooling technology, so these are all real high value problems that impact you. So the AI that you use will not work 5 years later if we do not solve materials problem. So what metallurgy, when I was thinking of with now materials, is now something that's going to address real problems today and in the future. So in that sense, be very proud that you are in a domain that is now critical to what is happening in the world. So the other big, big change that I see, so I graduated, 23 people in my class, 21 went to the US, right? So there weren't many opportunities, somebody talked about that. And also, there weren't places where a lot of the skills, knowledge, expertise, and all that could be leveraged. Today, it's very different. I'll talk about semiconductor, which I am aware of. There are now 12 factories that are up and running in India, semiconductor factories, right, which use materials and materials expertise will be required. And yesterday, the government also announced a ISM 2.0, the next policy. So 1.25 lakh crores of money, more than 10, 12 billion dollars is going to be spent on semiconductor factories and the ecosystem in India. Chemical companies, supply chain, things that are directly and indirectly connected to materials will happen in India. So very, very, very big change from when I graduated. So to me, it's a wonderful time to be somebody with the skill sets that you have, and how do you then apply it with this opportunity. So that's the combination. There is big opportunity, you have skill sets that can support this opportunity, and how do you find out where that intersection point is. So I'll leave with a few more things from a looking ahead perspective, right? So another big learning that I have is, how do you make sure you touch, feel, and create, right? Try to go and see how things work, touch and feel. And we were very lucky to be part of audit of the department a few months ago, and that was one of our recommendations also to the department. How do you add more things, internships and classes, curricula, where people can touch and feel more things. Industry wants people who know how things work, right? Have you opened up a TV and see what's inside? Have you opened up a DVD player in my days and see how it works, right? People who go beyond books and see how things work, their perception, knowledge, and their ability to use things is very, very different. So figure out how you can be the person who touches. So to me, one of my proudest moments was, so again, when I moved to India, I was heading up this solar group. We had designed equipment for a solar factory. The first solar thin film factory that our company built was in Noida. So then I went there, I saw, and I could see what we had designed and all that was there, and there was actually production coming out of that, and you could see the output. That gives immense satisfaction. How do you do things that you can hold in your hand and say, I did this, right? Finally, that is what will give you satisfaction in your life and career. So 2 or 3 things from a Gyan perspective, right? So first, AI. So embrace AI. So I don't want, there are lots of people who are worried and, oh, this is a fad, it'll pass away and all that. It's not. AI is here to stay. So figure out how you can use AI to do your job better. So that should be your goal, right? AI is a tool. Just like when we wrote exams, they didn't allow calculator. I don't know if they do right now. It's a tool. AI is a tool. Figure out how you can use that tool to do your job better. That is the expectation. People have spent a lot of money. Embrace, use AI to do your job better. The second is find your passion. So I tell both my kids, you have to work for 30 to 40 years. Means every morning you have to get up and you have to say, I have to go to work. You should not say, oh my God, should I go to work today? So figure out what drives you. You should be passionate about what you do. It's very, very, very difficult to do this for 30 to 40 years if you are not passionate about what you do. So figure out what that passion is. Figure it out quickly. That So think about, you have to do this for 3 decades. So figure out what is that passion, what drives you, that, and build your career around that, right? So there is this T model of learning, right? Build breadth in many different areas and build your depth in one area. What is that one area? Right? You have been trained in metallurgy, material science, and you've taken a lot of courses and all that to build depth. So how do you build that depth and then support it with breadth? That's what you should strive for. And the third thing, I will echo what was said in the morning about starting to give back, right? You've university, department, parents, friends, mentors, teachers have given you a lot to bring you to this point. So now start thinking about how it can be as simple as teaching somebody something that you know well, right? Start giving back in small ways, and then as you get bigger and better and richer and wealthier, you can give back differently. Start thinking about how you can give back. So my last word is from, there is a book by Naval Ravikant, and he talks about 3 things that are very, very, very important to be successful. Very, very simple things, right? 3 things. First, what you do, who you marry, where you live. These 3 things will decide how your life goes forward. And make these decisions very deliberate. What you do, right? What kind of job you take, where you take, how you leverage what you learn, who you marry, and where you live. Think about that. Make sure that you do not take these decisions in haste. Be very deliberate about that. That's all I had. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and go ahead and build a big future for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and insightful words. Your words will undoubtedly guide our graduates as they step into their life ahead. May I now request our chief guest to kindly present the prizes to our award winners. May I also request the prize winners to kindly come forward to the stage as their names are announced. After receiving your awards, we invite each of you to come onto the stage and share a brief speech with the audiences. For Best MS Thesis in the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Mayank Rajkumar Mishra. He's the scholar with the Best MS Thesis in the Department of Materials and Metallurgical Engineering. For Institute Merit Prize, we have joint winners Ajay A. and Soumya Venkatesh. They are the students with the best academic record in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering of the MTech program. Institute Merit Prize, Mayur Ramakant Daga. He's the student with the best academic record in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering of the dual degree program. Dr. Dandapani Memorial Prize and Vijay Jagannathan Award, Apratim Mahapatra, student with the best academic record on core and elective courses in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering of BTech degree program. Mr. B. Krishnamurthy Award, Rhythm Sood, student with the best BTech project in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. May I now request all the prize winners to come onto the stage to give a brief speech. In the orders as their names are being called out, Mayank Rajkumar Mishra.
So, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm deeply honored to receive this Best MS Thesis Award, and I would like to thank my professor Ravi Kumar NV. Without his guidance and support, this was definitely not possible. And this MS Thesis is not my individual effort. This includes the efforts of people who have encouraged me and challenged me at different stages of my thesis. It has been a long journey than it should have been, but at least I think it is worth at the end. As well as I would like to thank my committee members, Professor Ashwin Mahalingam from Civil Department, Professor Bhunesh, Professor Bala Subramaniam for their support during evaluation of my thesis and my MS journey. I would like to thank faculty members who taught me different subjects and who interacted with me, Professor Rohit Batra, Professor Murugan after the classes and gave me insights on what could be done better and what different areas I could explore. I would like to thank my family who is here, my parents, my sister who have come here, and again, without their support, it was not possible to come till here. As well as my lab mates from laboratory from high performance ceramics. They have been, it was a second family to me apart from my hometown Nagpur. So definitely a big thank to them. I think so I should thank Professor, our HOD, Professor Sarma, because I was the one, I think so, who have been to his office for the signature on the HTRA form because I missed it the most. I used to forget the workflow part and he used to give me the signature. So yeah, that part was the one, and again, I think so this award inspired me to continue my aspiration and continue the research, what I was always wanting to do and do better in my life and create some impact in this for the society. With this, I would need all of your help, all guidance in my coming journey. And as Albert Einstein said, if I have seen farther, it's only after climbing on the shoulders of giants. With that note, I would like to thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you, sir, for this award. And 2 years before, when I joined IIT Madras, I never ever dreamt of getting such a recognition in this stage. But today, I am here because of few peoples, and I utilize this opportunity to thank those people in this stage. Firstly, my MTech guide, Dr. Bhuvanesh Srinivasan, and without his encouragement and support, I couldn't be stand here. And his encouragement and support made me to embrace the challenges and swim against the tide. And I also would like to thank my mentor Jasin and all the members from the Thermal Energy Materials group. And they were always there to help me even at late nights. And even though I troubled them, they were always be happy, very happy to help me. And I also wanted to thank all the faculties who have been a part of my journey in MTech. And I also wanted to acknowledge my seniors from GCE Salem who done MTech here, Arunana and Bharatana, who have been a great inspiration for me to do MTech in IIT Madras. And finally, I wanted to thank my family, and I dedicate this award to my family. Their unconditional love, care, and support made me to achieve these things, and forever I am grateful to this. And once again, I thank everyone who has been a part of my journey in the 2 years of my IIT life. Thank you, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm truly honored and grateful to receive this Institute Merit Prize from Honorable Chief Guest and the head of the department. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity and for guiding me through this journey. And I'm deeply grateful to my parents and my brother for their constant support and belief in me. And I would especially like to extend my sincere thanks to my guide, Professor Parasuraman Swaminathan sir, for his unwavering support, valuable guidance, and constant encouragement throughout this journey. I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to faculty members of the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering for their guidance. I'm also thankful to my classmates and friends for their support and making this journey a memorable one. This award is a reminder that consistency and continuous learning always matter. I hope to carry these values forward and contribute meaningfully to this field of materials engineering. Thank you.
A very good evening to all of you present here, and congratulations on graduating on this auspicious day. I dedicate this award to my late grandfather, who is no longer there, and to my family members, my mom, dad, my younger brother, my uncle, and my grandmother. A special thanks to all the professors who were a part of this journey, who supported me, taught a lot of things in class, out of the class. And a special mention to Professor Murugan Amritlingam, who were my faculty advisor. And special thanks to Professor Ravi Kumar, in whose lab I spent like 3 years, tinkering with stuff which I never imagined I would do and I'm capable of. These both people taught me like what I want to do in the future, and I deeply thank them. A special shout out to my friends who graduated last year as well as graduating this year, and without them this journey would be like nothing. And thank you all, and congratulations to everyone again.
Oh, that's okay. Greetings, everyone. I think it's a bit difficult to summarize one's gratitude that has accumulated over 4 years. I was told to speak for 1 minute, and I don't think I will be within that limit. So many thanks to all the professors, all the lab people in the lab, the operators, the scholars, the TAs, the staff, and of course our chief guest for felicitating us with his presence. The thing that I think about the most today is how somewhere around September or October 2022, I made the decision to choose metallurgical engineering based on an hour-long YouTube video, which was an NPTEL video called What is Metallurgical and Materials Engineering? I think it was delivered by our very own Pratap sir, and it really just convinced me it is the least amount of research I've done for any decision, and till date it continues to be the best one I've made. There are many things that I wanted to talk about, but primarily I would like to think about a lot of lessons that being in this department has given us, because in some ways the interfacial nature of metallurgy, in which it has interfaces with multiple other domains, is also something that bleeds out holistically, in which you tend to become more curious about other domains and how you could maybe optimize processes or create new methods or materials. And aside from that, from a more philosophical perspective, I guess, I used to struggle a lot with certain subjects. So Fani Kumar sir's transport phenomena was genuinely difficult for me. I remember one problem was a cube of tubes that were connected, and we had to use the Navier-Stokes equation, and I had no idea what I was going to do there. But it eventually taught me that it's very important to be bad at many things, because only then do you realize what you're good at. And the key to being good at something is, like sir said, it's to be curious about it and to love learning in and of itself, not as a means to an end, but as something that one must pursue, because in the pursuit of knowledge, I believe we converse with the universe, and that is how we learn that the world is truly a beautiful place worth saving and protecting. So to all my friends here, thank you for all your company, and also thank you for keeping me up late at night to teach you before exams. And so I hope you remember that, by the way, because I sure do. And as we go forward, I hope we all stay curious, and all the best to everyone, and don't you dare go hollow. Thank you.
Hey guys, good evening, and thank you so much. The amount of cheers I got today while I was getting the award. Thank you so much for that. By the way, I did not pay them. And to be very honest, this is truly very, I feel very overwhelmed also right now, a little bit, that finally I'll be leaving college now. But simultaneously getting this award, it is truly honored. And I would like to thank Anand sir, my guide, who gave me this opportunity to work on this project. I truly appreciate your patience, your guidance, constant support throughout the project, sir. I would also like to thank the lab people who were there, and whenever I had any doubts, wherever I was getting stuck, I knew these people were there to help me out. This project was a great learning experience for me. It was something new, no background I had, and I think this project and getting this award will surely make me remember this, and always keep this in my mind, that any challenges that we are facing are only opportunities to learn, grow, and become better. And as sir also mentioned that he had joined metallurgy department because of the rank. I think that might have been the case for most of us, but I think it was opportunities like these, the projects, the other opportunities that we got, and the professors, the courses that we had, that make us delve deeper into this and continue and, do more work in this particular field. And finally, I'll just take a small moment to appreciate and thank my parents, my family. My brother also came today, him, and also my Insti family, who were rooting for me right now, my batchmates and my fellow dance team members. They have been the best cheerleaders that I could have gotten. Thank you so much.
thank you to all the prize winners for your heartfelt and inspiring speeches. We once again congratulate you all on your well-deserved achievements. May I now request our esteemed guest and the HOD to present the degrees to our graduates. May I now request the graduates, as your names are called, to kindly come forward to the dais to receive your degree. Tatavarti Veera Venkataramana. Tadi Setti Sivaji. Soma Maji. Parbatini Shruti. Apur Sopti. Kotha Satya Tejasvi. Jalli Kampala Chinna Varalakshmi. Smarak Rath. Chinmoy Mahata. Nitin Chandran BS. Avinash Gona Batula. Abhishek M. Sabari Rajan S. Abhishek Shukla. Shubhang Srivastava. Sinu Kurian. Ramesh R. Arun Kumar M. GBKK. Surya Pratap Singh. गढ़व झाला श्री साई संहिता. कोकिली गद्दा झांसी. बांदरू पद्मावती. राजा बाबू कुमार. बाल मुर्गन एल. मयंक राजकुमार मिश्रा. सुधींद्र आर. संजीव एस नवरत्ना. अरुण कुमार बी आर. धुल्लीपल्ला वेणु. अनंत किशोर. इज़राइल स्टीफन उलगनाथन. पेद्दमल्लू जगदीश्वरा रेड्डी. अजय ए. बंधु रोहित. देवना श्रीवास्तव. घंटा मोहित यादव. नेथला लीला नागा वेंकट लक्ष्मी. S. Nishant. Kadambari Pranav. Ramoju Pavan Teja. Kadri Raipu Reddy. Rushina Challapalli. Sipana Parth Saishwara Rao. Shaista Parveen. Soumya Venkatesh. Shri Ranjini Gaudu. Sweetie A. Vanjangi Abhishek Naidu. Zarish Rashid. Pranjal. Elfin Kristen N. Amrita VP. Aravindan Kamachi Sundaram. Daga Mayur Ramakant. Gopalan S. Harish Aditya K. Hemchandra M. Hiran N. Jaswant VG. Karthi Hari Krishnan. Kokare Sahil. Nikshay Prashant Jain. Priyansh Godha. Tamanna Shriraj. Abdul Razik A. Bhargav Joshi. Shubham Ram Shankar Kanojia. Siddharth Girish Sawant. Balasubramaniam V.S. Nalani Lakshmi Purnima. Naveen M. Janardhanan Vasant V. Vedant Ratan Bharanpure. Harsh Bharti. Alugula Shiny Hadasa. Apratim Mahapatra. Arun Barwa. Arun Tej Bandi. Babar Girish Sampat. बांग खेले विक्रम संजय। चर्चित चोपड़ा। चिराग वी गुप्ता। देव नारायणन वी एस। गवखड़कर ईश हरीश। गोपीनाथ प्रशांत गांवकर। गुगुलोत साई चंदना। गुर्रम सिरी चंदना। हेम साईनाथ रेड्डी वयला। जटोत विजय। कांद्रेगुला रोहित। कार्तिकायनी एस। केवलोतु विनय कुमार। खतोट अभिलाष जितेंद्र। ख्याति जाजू। मधुरी वेंकट यशवंत। मेगावत राजू। नूकला विश्वा श्री चंदू। प्रणव श्रीधर। रजत राजमल मालीवाल। रिदम सूद। रिशांत भगत। Rishi Kannan. Subhash Kumar. Suprita B. Tanish Rajkumar Meshram. Vaishnavi Sinha. Vari Shreya Sachin. Vedant Rahul Kulkarni. Vidit M. Jain. Viswajit Nitin Pawar. Banawat Parimala. Jayant R. I would kindly request everyone to please take your seats. May I now request our respected head of the department to kindly present a memento as a token of our heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to our chief guest. I would like to now request everyone present here to please stand up for national anthem. I repeat, I request everyone to please stand up for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you everyone. With this, we have come to the end of our convocation ceremony. We warmly invite all of our esteemed guests, faculty members, graduates and volunteers to join us for high tea, which has been arranged at the exit of the building. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead. I would request everyone to leave the hall by 5 o'clock for the next convocation of the next department. Thank you everyone.